Hi everyone. In this video I am going to explain AWT component called Scrollbar. Scrollbars are created using Scrollbar class, and using this Scrollbar class you can create horizontal scrollbars as well as vertical scrollbars. So this Scrollbar class has three different types of constructors. The first constructor is without any arguments, and the second constructor is having a single argument, and this single argument represents the direction, and we have two different types of directions, horizontal as well as vertical. Horizontal scrollbars are represented by the direction scrollbar.horizontal, and vertical scrollbars are represented by the indicated by the constant called scrollbar.vertical. And the third constructor is having 5 different arguments. The first argument is direction itself with 2 different values, horizontal and vertical. And init value represents the initial value of the scrollbar, either it is horizontal scrollbar as well as vertical scrollbar. And page size represents the bubble size that is present over the scrollbar that we are able to move up and down. And the minimum and maximum values are represented as the fourth and fifth arguments. These are the three different types of constructors that are available in the scrollbar class. And other methods present in the scrollbar, other methods that you can use with the scrollbar class is, first one, you can register scrollbars to adjustment events. So to complete that registration you are going to use add adjustment listener method, and to get the value of the current position of the scrollbar you can use get value, and to set the position of the scrollbar you can use set value, and to set the minimum and maximum values of the scrollbar you can use set maximum and set minimum. So let me explain this scrollbar class with an example. And in this example what I am going to do is I am going to create an window, and this window contains horizontal scrollbar as well as vertical scrollbar. And when I move this bubble, I am going to display its current position. That means if I am moving vertical scrollbar, this vertical scrollbar value is going to be changed dynamically. In the same way, if I move this bubble of horizontal scrollbar value is going to be updated. And at the same time, that means when I am simply moving this bubble up and down, this shape, circle oval shape, is also going to be updated according to the values of this horizontal scrollbar as well as vertical scrollbar. So let us see how to implement this application. This is the actual source code of that AWT application. Here I have imported all the necessary packages, and I have created one class called scrollbar demo. And I am trying to implement adjustment listener interface in this class itself, because when I try to change the actual state of the horizontal scrollbar or vertical scrollbar, it immediately generates adjustment event. So I am going to handle that adjustment event in my program. So inside this class I am going to create references for horizontal scrollbar as well as vertical scrollbar. And I am trying to have initial values x is equal to 100 and y is equal to 150, and I am trying to instantiate both the references h scroll as well as v scroll, and the maximum value for the both horizontal scrollbar as well as vertical scrollbar is given with 400. And you can see this layout also. The layout for this AWT application is border layout, and using border layout I am trying to set the label position as a north, and horizontal scrollbar is given with the south, and vertical scrollbar is given to the east position, and both this horizontal scrollbar and vertical scrollbar has been registered to the adjustment events. So if you go back to the presentation, you can see these positions of the components. Here you can see this label is mentioned to the north, and horizontal scrollbar is mentioned to the south, as well as you can see this vertical scrollbar is present at the east. So we are doing this with the help of the border layout. And you can see everything starts from main method in the Java program. So in the main method what I am going to do is I am simply creating an object for scrollbar demo. It immediately calls the constructor, and inside the constructor all the initializations are going to be completed. So when I am going to update the state of this horizontal scrollbar or vertical scrollbar, it immediately generates an adjustment event, and this adjustment event is handled by the adjustment value changed, and inside this I am going to get the current value of horizontal scroll bar as well as current value of vertical scroll bar. I am trying to update those values in the label, and here in my program the label is represented by an object called LBL, and simply calling the paint method, and in the paint method I am using the same x and y values for drawing the oval also. That means whenever I am trying to change the state of the vertical scroll bar or horizontal scroll bar, it simply changes the appearance of this oval also. So let me execute this source code. So in the command prompt, so first I am trying to compile it. So after successful compilation I am trying to interpret scrollbar demo.class file. So upon successful execution, the AWT window appears like this. See, we have two different components, horizontal scroll bar as well as vertical scroll bar. And you can observe one thing, when I am trying to update the state of the horizontal scroll bar as well as vertical scroll bar, this shape called oval is also changing its state, because we have used the current position of horizontal scroll bar as well as vertical scroll bar as its x coordinates and y coordinates value. And you can observe one more thing here, when I am trying to update the state of the vertical scroll bar as well as horizontal scroll bar, these current position of these scroll bars are also updated in these labels itself. So this is all about AWT component called scroll bar. If you have any question, you can mail me, or you can ask your questions by using comment section. Thank you.